Welcome to my channel Grow Joyfully. In the fourth video on making Panchagavya at home, I am going to share the following details. We'll look at how to apply Panchagavya to plants, and we'll also look at how to store and maintain it. We will look at the very important task of regular stirring of the Panchagavya mix. Today is 8th July, almost 2 months since I completed the making of Panchagavya. It's kept in the same drum that I used while making it, in shade, tied with cotton piece of cloth. Around 20% of the space in the container is empty. You can see it frothing even now, 2 months after making it. I use a neem stick in order to do thorough stirring for 30 seconds twice a day. The smell is very pleasant and mild. It's a mild fruity smell. And there is absolutely no smell when the cloth is tied over the bin. When I store Panchagavya, I don't filter it at all. Please take a look at the consistency that I am showing here. This is considered very appropriate. Panchagavya, once it is made, is in a concentrated form. Extensive research has happened on the appropriate dilution to use, and 3% dilution is considered very appropriate and effective. That is, add 30 ml of the Panchagavya that you have prepared to 1 liter of water. This ratio can be used for container gardening in the terrace garden and also for all kinds of crops and vegetables which are grown on land. We can apply the diluted Panchagavya in two ways. One is the root application, or drenching as we call it colloquially. That is, we water our plants or trees with the diluted Panchagavya directly. No filtering is required here. I usually use a drum, fill it with plain water, say 40 liters of water, and add about 1.2 liters of the Panchagavya that I have made. I use a mug in order to water the plants, and I water a little less than usual so that no nutrition gets leaked out. You may also plan drip irrigation. Then you need to have mechanisms to prevent problems like blockage. You may look at filtering the Panchagavya then. The second option is to spray. At home I always find the need to filter Panchagavya twice, otherwise my sprayer gets blocked. The residue that you get after filtering can be added to composting bin, or it can simply be diluted with water and applied to plants. To avoid clogging, I also suggest using sprayer with higher pore size. I usually do a root application, but of course this will consume more Panchagavya and it takes me more time also as compared to spraying. Of course, during rainy season there is no choice. I do a lot of spraying of Panchagavya, and even in peak summer I spray because it forms an oily coating on the leaves and protects the plants, and the water requirement of the plants also come down by about 30%. The recommended frequency for applying Panchagavya using either of the techniques is once in 15 days. You may dip the seedlings in the diluted Panchagavya before you transplant them. For seeds that you sow, it is recommended that you soak the seeds for about 20 minutes before sowing. And for seeds which are used for storage, just dip the seeds in diluted Panchagavya, dry, and then store. In aerobic composting, diluted Panchagavya can be used as a very effective accelerator. It can be sprayed on the composting mix. It boosts the microbial population in the composting bin, thereby hastening the decomposition process in the bin. I have observed that worms also love Panchagavya. I soak the worm bedding in diluted Panchagavya before I start a batch, and I also sprinkle diluted Panchagavya on the surface of the worm bedding. I make Panchagavya usually twice a year, and I store the Panchagavya in the same container in which I make it. I also ensure that there is 20% empty space, and I stir the Panchagavya twice a day using a neem stick. The bin needs to be kept in shade, and I also tie it with a cotton cloth piece. My suggestion is that there is no need to filter the Panchagavya right up front. If you are going to do a spray, do the filtering just in time so that the nutrients remain intact in the solution. But over a period of time, you will find, due to evaporation, you will find that the Panchagavya that you made is becoming thicker, it gets thickened. There is a loss of water here. So to compensate for this loss of water, we usually add jaggery mixed with water. There is no proportion here. Say for 40 liters Panchagavya that I make, I add about 250 grams of jaggery in sufficient water so as to maintain the same consistency which I had when I first made it. This usually is done after 2 months. Depending upon the weather conditions, you may have to do it every month or every 2 months. The recipe that we have followed takes around 33 days. So 33rd day can be considered as the date that you made Panchagavya. And Panchagavya is most effective when it is used 6 months from this particular date. But in my experience, I have found that the homemade Panchagavya that I make is effective even after 1 year. My suggestion here is estimate the requirements. If you have containers, if you are doing container gardening or if you have a farm, decide the quantity that you would like to make on a per batch basis. It depends upon the cost that you would like to incur and also the space and the availability of the raw material. You may also make as frequently as possible. The frequency can be decided depending upon the space and your own time availability. I usually do it twice a year. I do 2 patches around 40 liters each. This is adequate for me, for my terrace garden. I also gift to fellow terrace gardeners. This is something that I do in February or March. And in September and October, I take a look and then I make 1 or 2 batches depending on how much I have used already. I have observed that a very, very crucial point is often missed or overlooked many times by many people. After you make the Panchagavya, you just can't leave it aside. Regular stirring twice a day is required throughout. By throughout, I mean if you plan to use the Panchagavya, let's say for 6 months or 7 months, for the entire 6 or 7 months, regular stirring twice a day is mandatory. This is non-negotiable. This is required in order to keep the microbes activated. What will happen if you don't stir and if you leave it, say, for 15 days? The microbes may die and Panchagavya starts to stink. It doesn't have a pleasant, mild odor any longer. And the effectiveness obviously is lost. Remember, we have spent quite a lot of money in making this product and hence, please take care of regular stirring diligently. In my next video, I will share some important tips for buyers and producers of Panchagavya. I will describe the chemical composition of Panchagavya in detail and share the benefits that accrue to both plants and animals when we use Panchagavya regularly. And I would like to share my own experience in making and using Panchagavya in the last 5 years. And I would also present a realistic picture of Panchagavya, its use and limitations also, both in farming context and in organic terrace gardening context. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.